It is an afternoon where two teams of playoff potential face each other. And while one has stayed in touch despite adversity, another has created adversity through their own performances. Stoke the former, Southampton have certainly not lived up to considerable expectation. And Stoke seeking a league double, having won at St Mary's in the early auspicious weeks of the season. Here's Wellington, Downs. It's another man who celebrated a birthday. Howard Bellis, great ball from him. Fellows in behind, and Finazaz with a simple finish. Well, they haven't been happy travellers of late, but Southampton have started brilliantly here. Inside 10 minutes, in front through Finazaz.
Well, you knew it wasn't going to be 0-0, didn't you? It was obvious, but this is a brilliant pass. The movement, it's tight as to whether it's on or offside, but Fellows doesn't care. Fellows does what Fellows does. He gets his head up and he chooses the right ball, right across the face. Goalkeeper no chance, on a plate for Ross Stewart. It's that predator. Finazaz takes advantage. Simple goal, brilliantly worked. And a great start for Southampton.
Whoa. Well, what a horrible moment for Peretz. And isn't he thanking his lucky stars?
Oh, wow. And that has been happening all season long. Regardless of who's been in the goal, they've all had problems. Hand of apology. This could have gone horribly, horribly wrong.
Cienza. Can't beat Rigo. And Zonzi. Thomas and Bae combining nicely. Oh, and he's unleashed! And Peretz shows his worth.
Well, we've seen the bad and the good from that young man there, haven't we? Daniel Peretz. And it's a brilliant run, isn't it, from Bae. Can't do any more than that. It's a powerful strike. It's heading for that top corner. Outstanding goalkeeping.
Howard Bellis. Fellows with Bocup facing him. Azaz. We might return the compliment here. Azaz to Fellows! And it's Simpkin's turn to be at the heart of the action.
Well, again, simply brilliant in both respects, attacking and goalkeeper. It's been a thrilling 23 minutes so far.
This is Azaz on the move. Starting to come in the way, the deflection off, and Zonzi left Simkin hoping and praying.
Well, yeah. I mean, wow, that is all Tommy Simkin could do. I mean, how close is this? We will see in a second. He feels like he hasn't got too many other options than to shoot.
Thomas. Bocat. And a flying Peretz, Bae miscues. And Southampton relief on the whistle. Well, he's had some interesting moments in this game.
He's lucky, it's a poor clearance, and Bae, it's an even poorer effort.
Azaz bringing Cienza into it with Wellington outside him. They've got well, Lawal doing his bit to block the cross.
Again, it's brilliant defending. It really is.
Bree in the 6-yard area. Touch of players joining him now. And Flynn Downs has managed to squeeze it in. And Southampton, who've struggled on the road all season, are now in a commanding position. And Flynn Downs strikes for the first time in over a year.
Well, this is just rubbing salt into the wounds, isn't it, really? The ball is flicked onto the back post. He gets it horribly wrong. But how lucky is he that it bounces in his domain so he can just prod it past the helpless Tommy Simkin. It's lucky for Southampton, it's unlucky for Stoke. Southampton don't care. They've got that all-important cushion of a second goal. As scrappy as it was, it's a big goal.
Fellows. Ross Stewart. Cienza caught him a little on the hop there, but he's able to seize upon it. Oh, and a chance for Azaz! Well, it stayed in play somehow.
Yeah, it's remarkable, isn't it? Every time Southampton go forward, they look like they can score. And that's the worry. This is against the best defence in the league.
It certainly is, and Fellows may cause them more problems. And it's another corner.
Well, overworked, isn't he? Over busy. Finn Azaz it is, takes it beautifully on his chest here. Tries to lob it into that far corner. It's awkward because it's still rising. It may even come off Ben Pearson.
Cisse. Well,
yeah, he's fouled.
Yep, Smith fouled by Stevens. It was the reverse of the situation earlier. Yeah, well, and it is a booking for the Southampton captain.
Yeah, the referee doesn't spot it, but one of his assistants do, and rightly so.
Thomas's delivery, Phillips up well.
He does make the first contact an awful lot of the time, doesn't he, Ashley Phillips? Hoping to loop that into that corner, hoping the ball will drop over the goalkeeper and into that far corner. Just misses. It's the closest they've come in the second half.
Bree to hook it away. One hit back in there and crashes off the post from Seko.
Well, when it's not your day, it's just not your day, is it really? Everything conspiring against Stoke City. It's just the end product, isn't it, that Mark Robbins, his team, are just lacking. But there is hope for them.
Towards Fawunmi, and he's got the better of Wellington. Door might be open here. Fawunmi! Well, Smith was waiting, he went for it himself, and Stevens intervened in timely fashion.
Well, the angle was always going to be against him. I mean, this is brilliant tenacity. That is no foul. Does really well, but does he ever get his head up? He's only got one thing on his mind, doesn't he?
Smith left waiting and wondering. He's trying to get away from Matsuki in there. Ashley Phillips up well again.
That was the chance to get them back into this game. I spoke before about how he gets a lot of first contact. Ashley Phillips just can't head it down. It's a glorious opportunity.
Well, by a fair way, their best of the game. And perhaps with the passing of that, Stoke's hopes of getting something out of the game disappear, as a fair few are now. So the curtain falls, and it's the happiest of birthdays for Tonda Eckert, and that rare pleasure for the travelling Southampton fans, seeing their team win on the road, and they've done it in truth in pretty emphatic style. The 2-0 scoreline not reflecting their level of dominance. Finn Azaz applying the finishing touch to a beautifully constructed opening goal on 10 minutes, with Howard Bellis and fellows who might have been offside shining. And then Flynn Downs, well, maybe not a goal that will be talked about for its beauty, but it was mightily important. A goal from a set piece which secured Southampton victory. The final score: Stoke City 0, Southampton 2.